And you grew up pretty religious, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
weren't really into the street side of things, like you were really like on track in the church and into music.
Growing up in Watts, bro, I tried. You know what I mean? I wasn't good. You know,
Right, right.
I wasn't that good, and it just wasn't for me. But I feel like I got the best of both worlds because I got some of my friends that are in the street. I got some friends that are in Congress. I have friends that all over the whole circle of life, bro. So I definitely did my time in the streets trying this and trying that. It just didn't work out too well for me.
Right, right, yeah. And that's great that that type of stuff makes you well-rounded, and especially when you know like who you are and what's for you and what's not for you, finding that
Absolutely.
out early is really important.
Absolutely is.
So you began playing the organ in your church at like what, 16?
About 16 years old. You did your
Wow.
homework, huh?
Oh man, I always do my homework, man. And you would save up like what, like every dollar for like studio equipment, right?
Oh, look, listen to, and I didn't realize until maybe 5 to 6 years ago. Why were they paying me $37.50 a week? You know what I mean? That's what I was getting paid to play the piano and the organ. But then I just did the math one day, and that was $150 a month. So imagine I would save that, or I wouldn't mind grinding. I would wash cars. I would work at little small jobs, just to save up to get a piece of equipment.
Wow.
Yeah.
At what age did you start making like beats and things like that?
I probably about 17, 18. I fell in love with it at the age of 16. The production aspect of it.
And was it hip hop that you fell in love at first of making that kind of music, or you were doing other types of genres?
I would have to say it was piano driven stuff. Like, so the love came from, man, anything from Lionel Richie to like anything that I can play on the piano. I will listen to the radio and pick things up from R&B. Hip hop wasn't really a challenge. And if I wanted to display my skills, it was best that I learn gospel because every Sunday I get a chance to play it. So gospel, I was heavily gospel influenced and trained in gospel. Um, and I learned so much that I had no idea that I would use in the future. Just going to choir rehearsal, I learned parts, I learned harmonies, I learned so many things, man, from the church. So
Didn't somebody donate a piano to your family? Like, weren't you guys like the only one with a piano in the
we
hood?
wanted projects with a piano. My uncle, who I said stepped in as my dad, he was actually my pastor, and he bought a piano from the church that they were
Wow.
going to get rid of and put it in our project unit in hopes for one of us to pick up the art. And out of 6 kids, it was me. So he nurtured that. He put me through private lessons from that point, put me through organ lessons, and I'm playing for the same church today for over 40 some years because he's the one that planted that seed.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
from early on, did you show like any interest in rhyming at all or anything, or was it always production?
Well, crazily, it was rhyming, it was singing, it was everything. I didn't have the time to split the two. So I wanted to be really good at something. So the production side had me. I wrote some raps and stuff, my brother actually stole one of my raps and performed it at a local um, radio show. When they show up to events, he performed it and won first place. So yeah, I'm a rapper. Shout
He
out to
was like,
Mark.
"That's my shit that you want
Yeah,
with it."
exactly, man.